Hi folks, it is time for science. So, my name is Miss Lucero and I'm going to be your physical science teacher for fall 2020. Let me be the first to say welcome to Boulder High School. I'm so excited to see you all in a few days, and I'd like to just get a few introductory things out of the way through this video before we get started for our first day. I'm going to introduce myself a little bit. I'm going to explain how our semester is going to be structured, talk about some resources, and tell you about some important dates and tasks to do before we start our first day. So, again, my name is Miss Lucero. I am teaching my third year at Boulder High School. I've taught physical science, biology, anatomy, and physiology. And before starting at Boulder High School, I worked as a tutor, as an undergraduate TA for the CSU Physics Department, and did lots of volunteer opportunities for science or other high school educational opportunities such as Science Olympiad or the Educational Outreach Center at CSU. You can see that I went to CSU for my undergraduate degree, and this picture right here is a nice little shot of me in my marching band uniform. I used to be in the marching band and I played piccolo. I am so glad to be here at Boulder High School. I really feel lucky every day to have gotten the opportunity to live here, work here, and see all the wonderful students who come through our doors. Some of my interests include hiking and backpacking. That's this picture right here from a trip to Netherlands. I enjoy painting, taking care of succulents. I like games, whether they're video games, board games, or sort of games that are logic puzzle based. And I also love to cook and bake and bike. You can click on this link here in this PowerPoint. I will send it out as well. This is my educational philosophy, and to sum it up really shortly, I basically want to help you succeed and watch you become a scientifically literate citizen. I know that not everyone who comes into my classroom is going to be someone who loves science and wants to do science for the rest of their life, even though I wish that for everyone. I understand that that's just not everyone's day, but I do want you to be able to think critically. I want you to be able to make observations and use data and evidence to support your arguments. So that's my big idea and why I want to be a science teacher. I want to see people come out of this class with scientific literacy, and I will do everything in my power to help you succeed. So what are we doing this semester? It's going to be very different from what we would typically do for our schedules. So what's going to happen is you get 4 periods a day instead of the typical 8. We meet on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Monday is a learning launch day where I'm going to be sending out newsletters similar to the one you got in your email today, as well as you will have some time to complete homework or other assignments. Another important piece of this is having student support and advisory. So this is a time for you to be able to meet individually with teachers and get help. I am always available. Just reach out to me with an email and I'm happy to set up a time to talk and get you all set to go. Another really cool thing that you're going to have is on Wednesdays, you're going to have a freshman seminar. And this is a group where you get to know some upperclassmen and get to know what it's like to be an awesome Panther here at Boulder High School. I lead a freshman seminar class, so I may or may not be the teacher in charge of that for you. If not, there's so many awesome teachers who are leading freshman seminar, and whoever you get is going to be fantastic. So, what do we do in class? We're going to do things like meetings where you might get some quizzes and questions and answers, sort of quick review and check-ins. We're going to be focusing a lot on group work. So I'll probably introduce a concept and send you off to, get to chew on it with your group. We're going to be trying to do labs to the best of our ability, even though we won't get entirely hands-on. We'll be able to do some sort of data analysis and collection. Of course, we'll be doing some lectures. We will try to limit those, but we'll also be doing some check-ins to make sure you're doing all right. We're going to do assessments during class, so tests and quizzes will be done in class. You don't have to worry about completing those outside, and you'll also sometimes get some work time for your homework assignments. So what are we going to need for this class? Number one, you're going to need to access your Schoology. This is where all of the materials for class are going to be posted. Things like calendars, things like Google Meet links, all of them are going to be there. So make sure that you're in the class, and if not, please let me know as soon as you can so I can get you prepared and ready to go with that. The next two things you're going to need is the class manual and the textbook. Both of those are going to be available for you on textbook pickup day, August 25th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You do have to sign up for a slot, but it is available all day. The manual is going to have hard copies of all the things that you're going to need, from note takers to worksheets to homework to the unit overviews. They're all in there. And then the textbook is just going to be your typical hard copy textbook that you'll get, as well as that booklet. Please make sure you do not leave without those two things when you go to textbook pickup. Last thing is to know your BVSD email and how to get in. If you need help with password resets, I can help with that. Please just reach out and let me know. But this is going to be the best way to communicate with me, and that's going to be the way that you succeed. As long as you're communicating your needs to me, I'm going to do my best to help you. So, a little bit more about the book. Obviously, you can get the hard copy textbook, check it out on the 25th. But you can also just access a digital copy of the textbook off of our Schoology page, and then there's no need to do anything with that. Alright, last things to consider before day one. Make sure that you pick up your textbook and your physical science workbook from the school. Make sure you get into Schoology and check your courses. You will need to definitely find the Google Meet code that will have our link for our class discussions, and then make sure to check your BVSD email for any other updates. Finally, last thing I want to make sure to say is don't stress out about this too much. This is not how we expected this year to go, and it's definitely not normal, but as long as we're taking care of each other, we're communicating and trying our best, everything's going to take care of itself and everything's going to be okay. So don't panic, everything's going to be just fine, and even though it's not how we normally do business here, we're still going to make it the best we can. It's going to be a great year. I look forward to seeing you all on day one. I hope that this makes you feel a little bit better about coming to high school virtually, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good night, folks. Bye.